Iraqis are going to the polls. And here in Dolatabad, a neighborhood south of Tehran with a large Iraqi community, things have been heating up for some time. Haj Reza Shekarchi has lived in Iran for 30 years. He used to run a confectionery shop in Iraq and has built up the same here after fleeing Saddam Hussein's Iraq in 1980. About 100,000 Iraqis living in Iran are said to be eligible to vote. And just like Haj Reza, most of them are Shia. And that, according to Haj Reza, should make the results of the election easy to predict.
Shiites hold the majority in the parliament and in other councils. They outnumber our Sunni brothers. Our Sunni brothers ruled the country in the past. It is now up to the Shiites to rule. Sunnis held power for years. They controlled Iraq and the Iraqi people. They should now hand the regime over to the Shiites. Ultimately, we are brothers.
His business here is thriving, so he has no immediate plans to go back to Iraq. But he says he will definitely vote and will keep alive hopes of returning to his homeland. He knows exactly who he'll be voting for.
The Iraqi people mostly favor Ahmed al-Chalabi and Mr. Maliki, namely Ahmed al-Chalabi, who served Iraq and was behind the fall of Saddam's evil regime.
19 polling stations all over Iran are going to be collecting the votes of Iraqi residents here. The Iraqi people that we have met want to make sure that their votes are going to play a great role in determining Iraq's future. But they are not the only ones who are interested in the results of the election. More than half the population of Iraq are Shia, like the Iranians, and some think there's a chance that if Shia groups dominate the democratically elected government, it will lead to even closer ties with Iran. On the other hand, there is concern here that insecurity in Iraq may harm the political system there and therefore hurt relations with Iran.
If the democratic process fails, a tendency toward dictatorship may emerge. In the face of turmoil, massacre and terror, people tend to demand a dictator to sort things out. That's bad for Iraqi people and for the region.
So, major challenges ahead for the next Iraqi government. And relations with Iran a very important issue, not least for the many Iraqi voters living here. Alireza, Ronaghi, Al Jazeera, Tehran.